Hello, everybody, and hello from Hawaii.
Okay, it's Jim, what's up? You got the Hawaiian shirt on. Aloha. Aloha, mate. Aloha.
Yeah. I was at a birthday party for my niece, and I don't usually wear stuff like this, so I was trying to kind of surprise everybody being out of my element, and it worked.
No, you want us to believe that, but we know.
Oh man, I can do this top button.
Yeah. Does she like it when you wear it to bed like that, or what?
She didn't actually make any. My wife didn't actually make any comments, so I don't know. I hope she's watching this, and maybe I'll find something out when I go inside. Hey, there's Bilge.
Welcome to Antarctica. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah, everyone.
Bilge, are you getting ready for the next ice age or what?
Put it this way, we've got an Arctic blow coming in.
And
we're talking about getting snow out at Tenterfield, which is like 4 hours west of me.
Wow, that's really far inland.
Yeah.
Hey, do us a favor. Go take your spray booth and see if Outlaw goes in the snow. Real world test. How did I miss
we'll end up with frost. I'll be able to tell you if it fucking works in the frost.
Yeah.
Right.
How are you guys? I mean, thanks for jumping on to Ed's channel for that live stream. Hope you enjoyed that.
I did miss a bit of it.
Yeah.
I was painting.
Hey, and I don't know, did you like purposely get up early to make an order, or?
No, I needed paint.
Yeah, but you did. You made sure that I wouldn't be awake and notice it.
Yeah. Stop that annoying phone call.
Yep, I was on to that. And Jim,
yes,
thank you for wearing the hat, buddy.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, speaking of the hat, I'm glad that no one is in the same room with me, because I really need to get this to a dry cleaner. It's getting a wee bit gamey, lads. A wee bit gamey. And, I bought this many, many years ago. We're talking about 8 years ago now, and I've never got it cleaned. Of course, I don't wear it as much as I normally. In fact, with you requiring it as regular wardrobe on a weekly basis, this thing is getting more work now than I ever had in the entire time I've owned it.
Mate, it looks so good on you. Like,
I also got the double. I got to check out the shirt.
Oh, no way.
Yep. That is a gift from a friend of mine.
We are not worthy.
Yes.
Oh,
the glasses, Jimmy.
I'm doing a double whammy. Yeah. Hey, Wes, how are you?
Not too bad. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good. Hanging in there.
Is that just a jumper, or is that issue?
No, this is just mine. No, not issue.
Just a hunter jacket.
Wombat.
Yes.
What's that? Buddy?
Yeah, not too bad.
Tell you what, Ed owes me a strong coffee up and down them stairs and down up to the backyard.
Yeah, we got to look in the bat cave, man. We got to see how the sausage is made. That's really cool. That was for me anyway. A look into how model paint is made. It's fascinating stuff. So
yeah, but it's not. I'm the only one in the world that makes it like that.
Well, I agree. I understand what you're saying. It's not just the fact you make it; it's the method in which you do it that is unique and custom made. Can't get any more custom made than that.
No, as you saw, every process is by hand. It's not.
Yeah, that was incredible. I mean, how the color looked the same every bottle. It wasn't like it layered in the cup when you were mixing it. It came out exactly the same in every bottle when you poured it. It's incredible stuff.
Yeah, it's it's going to be sad to see it go, but it'd be in the same breath. It'd be good. So,
well, that's important to someone like myself, a consumer that wants to continue to buy the product, to know that it's going to be seamlessly transitioned over to someone else, and that the quality will remain the same. That means a lot, because I'll tell you, not everything that gets transferred over is the same. And not even within the same company that makes a change in their product. Note AK Real Colors. They've gone to their 17 mil eyedropper bottles, and with their real color, military colors, they've dropped a few of their colors from the 10 mil bottle line, and I think they've added some more, but they've kind of reduced it, and they're bringing in automotive colors. So it'll be interesting to see how those perform, but this I have total confidence in, and it's not just because I met Mark. It's that I believe he's got the same idea in mind that you do as far as maintaining a consistency of product.
It's got to be, and Mark's like myself. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I agree. Yeah.
Don't try and reinvent the wheel.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's interesting. I was just remembering it's been almost 40 years now. If anyone here remembers, us Americans, when Coke changed over to what they called the new Coke in 1985, and they got such a blowback from that within the same calendar year, Coca-Cola reintroduced the old recipe, which had been around for, I mean, how many, 60, 70 years at that time, I think it was? That was 1985, so I don't know when Coca-Cola originally came into being, but that there's an example of messing with something that's not broken.
Yeah.
Oh, it's scuttlebutt to actually take the Coke out of it.
The new stuff. I remember trying that new stuff. It was crap. I mean, I want my Coke to burn my esophagus as it goes down. I don't want mild soda pop. I drink it because it has a sharp edge to it. They wanted it to. I found out the reason they made the change, or the attempt to make the change, was they wanted to have a little bit more sweet to it, like Pepsi has. So they were trying to catch up to Pepsi. And I think what's good about Pepsi and Coke is they give you two different flavors or tastes, I should say, of soda pop. If you want one, you can get it. If you want another, you can. Oh, hey, look, sign it in.
Hello.
Hey, Bernie.
How are
Yeah,
you?
look. Yeah, look at the hat, James. Ed,
What's up, guys?
Here, we got the Brady Bunch. Jason, you got to get in the middle. Jason, you got to be in the middle. You got to be Alice. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. All right. It's a story about a man named Bailey.
All right.
That's the one.
That's funny, man.
I'm just going to close the door so the wife can have a peaceful time.
So, did you,
James, where are you at?
Man, so what'd you guys think?
I'm in at a town called Bundaberg. It's about 3.5 hour drive north of home. Because Tim's, he's finished racing now. He has finished racing, but we've got presentations and stuff to do for BMX. So I'm just sitting and waiting at the moment while he's chilling with his friends, chatting, etc. While waiting for presentations to happen.
Well, you got a good connection, that's for sure. It looks like your weather is much better than what Bilge is going through.
Don't let it fool you. It is windy and the wind is cold.
Wow, I don't hear it in your microphone, so
that's why I got a flannelette shirt on top of my other shirt.
Yeah. Okay.
Still wearing shorts. But
You're just a bitch. Harden up.
So yeah.
Harden up is what I
I'm
was
sure Bundy's got
Anthony
cunning.
Jones has joined us from China. Hello, Anthony. Glad you're here.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. James just messaged me with some results, and you bloody awesome, mate.
Yeah, he blitzed it, which is great. Now it's time to rest for the next few days before. So we drive home this afternoon. He'll be back at school tomorrow and the next 3 days, and then on Thursday we'll be then driving to Mackay for him to race in Mackay for the weekend.
Okay.
Which is a 10-hour drive.
Well, Ed, I thought your presentation was excellent. I watched it start to finish, and nice work, both of you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, it's cool.
Good
So what do
day,
you guys think of
Anthony
the color,
from
man?
Chengdu, China. Do what? we've got somebody from China watching.
Yeah, Anthony Jones. He tuned in last week.
Yep.
Nice.
Anyway, back to you. Sorry, Ed.
No, you guys. So, what do you guys think about the color, man?
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Stuff good.
It's
I honestly thought you guys were going to introduce that pink primer when you said you had something special at the end. I thought it was going to be that. I'm not disappointed. I'm just saying I thought it was that one, but I do like the color. I do like the color very much.
That's not special. I mean, it is, but this is like I've never had something like this for Jason to do this for me, and it's only exclusive to the hobby shop. That's it. Yeah, it's badass.
Nice.
The color is just phenomenal.
And while we're celebrating victories, people,
Yeah.
I wonder if you can see that. Look at that.
No, I can't.
Oh, that's your golf day yesterday?
Go big screen. Jason, go big screen.
Yeah, you have to go big screen, Jason.
How many strokes he had yesterday? Or he got out of bed.
That's great, but how was the golf game?
Yeah. Okay.
Look at that. Winner.
Is that for the first hole?
Yeah, you prick.
Yeah.
I beat
better not be some-
98 other people. and it was just a minute. Oh, there we go. And I got closest to the hole as well.
That's what
And
she
no,
said.
it wasn't in the men's
Given
bar.
how many kids you got, that's understandable.
It's just absolutely destroyed my handicap. And the mate I play with every weekend, not once can he say, "Oh, bloody great shot." Nah, because usually he beats me every weekend. He arsehole. Like, the closest to the pin was that far from 155 metres away. And he says, "Geez, that must have hit something on the way there, didn't it?" Fuck.
Hey.
You had a good game. I mean,
it was a great game.
how many holes?
Wesley.
18.
18? Okay. All right. One round. All right. Sounds good.
Wesley,
That was the club champion.
are you using your phone? You're using your phone, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm using my phone.
All right, I gotta grab the computer, guys. My wife just sent me something that's could be life changing for all of us.
What's that about?
Oh,
Trump is fine. Trump got shot.
Okay.
it was a mosquito bite.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's fine.
Okay, good.
So yeah, I was like, oh my god, when I heard it too. My buddy sent it to me earlier. He got shot at the rally.
Oh, that's going to be annoying.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to head this down a political path. I just saw the text come through.
Yeah, no. It was. I was like, holy crap, man! What a way of, spreading COVID was one thing, but now trying to get Trump shot. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
I thought the big news was your wife has finally said you got approval for your surgery. But obviously not, because Will was looking a bit worried there.
Yeah, she's not a fan of the decreasing surgeries, so I've got to stick with what I got. It's a burden that I have to bear.
Decreasing? But
Yeah,
decreasing.
exactly.
Speaking of surgery, I might be increasing the surgery population soon.
Uh-oh.
Can you
What's
see
going
that?
on?
That? You see the stitch line? I don't know. It
Yeah.
might not be, yeah. Anyway, that's my broken elbow from last year. And I went to see my orthopedic doctor on Thursday to see what it was like 13 months after. And I said, if I get the metal plate that's in there, there's a plate and some screws holding it all together. It's been there over a year. And he says, we can take them out. Your extension won't be anywhere near what your right arm is, but you won't have that big block in there. And this feels like a club. I mean, I don't know. I could be like some James Bond villain with this metal elbow of mine and go knock somebody's head off, because this thing's nothing but a block. So I might just get this thing removed. I'm leaning toward that, because when I'm on my elbow, whether I'm on my bike or doing something else, this feels like I got a block in my arm. So I think I am going to get it removed. So there'll be another surgery to increase the population there, Jim.
So what have we learned from all this, folks? What have we learned? Vigorous masturbation is not your friend.
Right?
Well, I'll tell you what. This was as a result of a bicycle accident, and
bicycle.
Yeah. Well,
bicycle.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Had I not been wearing my helmet, the coconut would have been split because part of my fall was elbow, shoulder, head.
Ooh.
So,
that ain't good.
And when I say ground, I mean pavement. I'm not trying to brag. This was I wouldn't be sitting here right now had I not been wearing that helmet. So I can show you.
I know that's where I was going, Jason. So, as far as you, the surgery, I'm getting as well too. I've got a machine in my back and 2 rods up and down each side of my spine, and now
a stimulator.
Yeah, it's a joke. Well, now there's a lump on my spine across from the stimulator, and my back is in absolute agony pain. So I'll be getting this piece of shit taken out of me. So I'll be right next to you with surgeries there, Jimmy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. Doc said it wouldn't be too long of a recovery period. I may be able to get back on my bike by September, he said. So we'll see. I mean, I'd like to do it, and if I'm going to do it, I better hop on the wagon fast just to get it done.
Make sure.
I was offered that stimulator for my lumbar spine, and I said no.
Don't.
A neighbour of mine has it, and he's just got a second one put in to work for his neck. And yeah, nah.
No.
So
yeah, Ed, can you explain a little bit more about this? I've heard of back surgery where they insert metal rods for straightening the spine. But what is this exactly that they did? A stimulator?
Yeah. So what it is I've got degenerative disc disease, stenosis, and arthritis in my back.
Right. Same here.
So,
yeah, but yours is obviously more advanced.
Me and my ex-wife, we tried everything. They went in and did epidurals. They burned my nerves. They did all that. Nothing was working. And I was on so much medication that I was on morphine is how bad my back was. So me and my wife got to the point I was actually a friend of hers sells CBD. So I tried the CBD, and to my means, it was working. And on top of it, I got my medical card, so I was smoking weed on top of it too. So both of them, it was working great. Well, then all of a sudden I started having problems again. Well, so what the stimulator is it's on each side of my spine, and there's a box that's in my back. You can see it actually in my back. It was supposed to be in my ass, but they put it in my back. And what that does is send signals to the rods, and they go back and forth, and it's supposed to stimulate it. Well, when they first put it in, it was like a 2-week trial, and I really couldn't do anything because the rods were they were in my back, but they were the leads were taped so that, they were hanging out of my skin in my back. I really couldn't do much. And, it worked. I'm like, okay, cool. This is working. So we got it done. And the day that I went in for my surgery, my ex-wife was like, "Are you sure this is what you want to do?" And I said, "Well, what else am I supposed to do? I can't live like this for the rest of my life." So I got it put in, and I'd say about the first 6 months, I was okay. I was great. After that, I've dwindled down to literally nothing in 4 years, to where I can't even keep a job because my back is so messed up. So anybody if they talk about putting a stimulator in you, tell them to shove it up their ass, because it's not even proven to work. It's experimental. If I would have known this was experimental, and I'm on meds again. See, the whole point of this thing was to keep me to where I wasn't on medication.
Right.
I'm on meds. I've been taking meds for 4 years. I take 2 narcotics to help my back. So why have this thing in me when I was on meds in the first place? And it was supposed to keep me off, and now I'm back on meds again. So I told them I wanted it out of me. And they're like, well, we've got to go through a process. And I'm like, no, I want it out now. I've been telling you guys for months and months. Well, once I found that my buddy that lives up the road, actually, my buddy that I built the car for, the Cutlass, he is in the medical field. And I was up there last night, and he's seen that knot on my spine. He's like, something's wrong. He's like, your body's rejecting it. And he's like, you tell them you want that fucking thing out of you. Oh, now I got to go through this whole process to try to get this thing out of me so the insurance company will pay for it.
Right. Yeah. Well, as long as you get a doctor to sign off on it, the insurance company should just step out of the way and allow it to happen, I would hope.
All I got to do is say they better, or they're going to be talking to my fucking lawyer.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, man. It's
pop endone like Tic Tacs.
Do what?
I used to pop endone like Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Slight bulge L3, bulge L4, herniated disc L5 S1.
Yeah, that's just like the full range there, Bilge. Yeah, no kidding.
Right?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I wish you well, Ed. This is just uncomfortable. It's not excruciating pain. So I'm fortunate in that extent. I mean, I'm going to have arthritis in here for the rest of my life, but that makes it a perfect score.
Yeah.
Arthritis in the shoulder, elbow, knee, and back on the left side. And all I need is my ankle. That's the next one. So, welcome to getting old.
James has actually seen the tumours in my right leg when my right knee looks like a bowling ball.
So what's everybody working on, man? What are you guys all working on?
Well, yeah, let's get back to modeling.
Stop.
Oh,
you boys are lucky.
We've had the medical hour.
Hold on. Wait. I've already seen this, so you guys got to wait.
I've been building and painting.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just lucky you're all sitting down there. Like,
Oh, I'm standing up. I'm actually leaning on a bin.
Lucky, you would have fallen over.
Yeah.
That's a strange looking tank, Buff.
When he showed me that, he showed me that a couple mornings ago. I almost shit. I was like, "You actually built?" He's like, "Fuck you."
I have to say goodbye because they're going to be doing presentations soon, and then we'll be getting back in the car and driving back home. So I will hopefully see you next Sunday.
Yep.
Hopefully. But until then, guys, you all take care, and we'll speak to you then, eh?
You too, James.
It was good seeing
you.
you.
Best of luck to your son on the next round, too.
James,
yeah, mate.
take the phone up and we can all cheer.
Right?
Say, look, you've got people.
Oh, there'll be too many people around.
Where is he?
Oh, I don't know.
You lost a child.
Yeah. I'm not a cool parent. He's hanging out with all of his friends, so which is okay. But
can you see him?
But yeah, sorry.
Can you see him?
No, I can't. So I know what he looks like. That's about it.
Well, that helps.
So, yeah. But anyway, we'll catch you later.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, bye.
Bye,
Later,
James.
man.
Wombat.
Yes,
We'll
Jason.
start with you since you're up in the top left.
Thanks.
Can you show us all your new little additions and everything you got? Because I've been looking at all your posts. And
Yeah, I've got a couple of them here. I think I've got most, actually.
Seen some Ash.
Hang on.
So I picked up a couple of tanker-grade publications, so just some reference material on the Aussie M1 Abrams.
Nice.
And the Aussie G-Wagons. So I've got about 4 Abrams kits that I want to do up as Aussie ones. So they'll be coming along soon. These ones weren't new additions. These are just ones I found in the garage when I was cleaning up. So 7th Fleet Supercarriers, which is US Naval Air Power in the Pacific. So I'm going to be using that for reference for USS Carl Vinson Carrier Wing 15 project.
Okay.
and I found that one, which is a strike about US Naval Strike Warfare Center, and picked up M101 howitzer, the 105.
Nice.
So I'm thinking about maybe for the Vietnam group build.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I haven't got gun crew for it, so I just want figures. But I don't know. The other one I might do for the group build. Might do that.
Oh, an old Verlinden resin. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a few of them floating around. So
Yeah, I've got a few myself. But okay, sounds good. What was that? 120 millimeter?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then newbies. So
Nice.
Mitsubishi Glant. So that's Ross Duncan, an Australian rally driver.
Oh, I've
that
seen
one.
one of them before.
Tamia. Yes.
So that one's going to be Neil Bates and Coral Taylor, again, Australian rally drivers. And Ed, I did manage to find.
You did find it.
Yeah.
Good.
Eventually I found it.
Damn. Okay. Because
So-
I was looking, man. I'm like, man, I gotta find this for him.
Oh, they're so hard to find. And then the last thing I've been doing, I know Jace hassles me about how organised are my notes and all that sort of rubbish. I've actually been doing up build sheets for all these builds. So details of what kit, markings, colours, and what mods and stuff, just so I can keep a record of everything as I go, so I can actually remember. So if I put something down and don't come back to it for a while, I actually know what the hell I've been doing.
That's a good idea there, Wombat. I should do something like that myself.
So that's about it for me.
That is awesome, mate. Nice collection there. Right, we've got Paul next.
What you got going on, Paul?
AMT 116 55 Chevy.
Nice.
Healthy.
Can you show us the motor, Paul?
Wow.
Nice.
Damn, that's awesome. Nice.
Hell yeah. Great job, Paul.
What color did you use on the headers, Paul? Is that Jason's?
I think so. I think it's just the white aluminium.
Is it? It looks good, man. It looks phenomenal.
And those are Mickey Thompson valve covers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I print those.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Nice job, Paul. Heck yeah.
The Mickey Thompsons came in the kit?
Yep.
Nice.
That's a full bore motor.
Oh, okay. Full bore. And what kind of kit is it, Paul?
The AMT 55
AMT.
Chevy.
Okay. Nice. That's the 1/16th, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
only had
awesome.
to lift the radiator forward.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, looks good, man.
Yeah, very nice. The 1/16th.
Yep.
That's
the
fun,
big block's
man.
a bit longer than the standard motor.
Yeah. And you had to probably cut out the floorboard a little bit, or no?
Only where the headers go.
Okay. All right.
And grind it back a touch.
Can you show us? I'd like to see. I'm interested in motors and. Okay. It looks nice. You did so. You cut where it would have normally extended from the frame inward. You cut that part out.
Yeah, and just widen the transmission, the edges of the transmission tunnel.
Yeah, nice. Good job, man. That's sweet.
Very nicely done. Who's that must be Jim getting up.
And
That
I haven't
was
grown the
bloody
wheels
awesome.
yet. They're the tyres that are going on it.
Were those the tires that came in the kit?
Nope. They're full bore wheels and tyres as well.
Very cool. All right, Jim. Let us
Jimmy,
go.
What you got going on, Jim?
Okay. Let me get my what I got. It's not much, but it's something. Let's see. This Okay. All righty, guys. Well, the Italian plane has taken a step forward. I finished it as far as the paint goes. I'm done with the scheme. And
very cool.
Added some of the decals. Unfortunately, the decals that would make this the personal plane that it's supposed to represent of this very famous Italian pilot, they came from another decal sheet that was contaminated by moisture, apparently, because they shatter when they go in the water. And it's only a few markings. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to assemble it and finish it. And I'm going to, in the meantime, start looking around for 140A scale decals for Regia Aeronautica aircraft, which is not very popular. There's a couple of websites a friend of mine suggested that I look for, and so I'm going to finish this thing. You can see down here. It's let's see, can I get that? You can't really see the difference. There's, oh my God, there it is. There you go. You can see the difference in the color scheme. This is one shade of blue, and this is another one, because as you can see, the starboard wing on the real airplane was replaced in the field in North Africa, September 1942. What this guy also did, I think I got my pilots right, he supposedly forced down an enemy British Hurricane. Kind of like, you remember the film The Blue Max, where he forced that British airplane down to the ground, lead them into the airfield. Well, apparently that's what this pilot did. I have to check my sources to make sure it's the same guy. But that was one of the accomplishments of this pilot. The other stuff I've been doing is just some extra equipment, and I've been these are obviously fuel barrels, and these are jerry cans and little oil cans that I got from a mini art set, and I've just been assembling them. And what I want to do is paint them in glazed shades of color to maintain the highlights. You see why they're so light colored is they're black with white in certain areas, kind of like what I do with my figure painting.
Looks good, man.
The undercoat, and then go with thin coats of water-based acrylics like Vallejo and AK, and I weather the shit out of the barrels and stuff. This is all just experimental stuff. And I'll show you one more thing before I get back. I'll be right back. Just give me a moment. And here we go. Okay. So I've been working on the tracks for the Tiger. Haven't been doing any work on the Tiger itself. I kind of fell into a paralysis by analysis thing. There's a couple modelers out there on the internet that say the particular model I'm working on, the initial production Tiger, had this, that, or the other thing on certain areas of the outside of the vehicle. So now my mind's all messed up as to which way to go, because the kit says one thing, these guys are saying another. So I've got to make a decision on that. But I've been working on the Fruel track links, and this is why I spend $40 to $50 on a set of track links, because when they come together, they are the real deal.
Oh yeah.
You need these for heavy German armor and Russian armor, like JS1 and JS2, T-34 tanks, Tigers, Panthers, hunting Tigers, hunting Panthers. You need these heavy tracks because they show the real weight. Whereas with plastic and even vinyl, you maybe can make them look that way. These will guarantee that they come out. And you can also put this stuff in burnishing fluid to darken these are white metal. This is real soft stuff, but put together, they're very painstaking, very, very time consuming, very, very laborious, but you can't argue with the results. Let's see. Can you see these? Probably not, but these are all individual track links. You got to drill them out. You got to drill out all the holes so the pins will fit in there. So it is, there's a series of, let's see if I can hold that up there. There's a series of holes that go right there. One, two, three. and there's a metal pin, just like the real track. The real track links had a huge metal pin. They would drive into it. Well, these Frool model molds are pretty old. They've been around a long time, and kind of like a model where you see flash on the outside of them because the molds are starting to show wear in the seams, so the plastic seeps through when they pour it. It's the same thing with this. You got to drill out all the holes where the pin would slide through. So it's a very laborious, very, very, very painstaking process. But just Thursday night, I spent about an hour and a half drilling out the remainder of the track links for this one side. I still got the other side to do. But I want to get back to work on building the damn thing because, I mean, shit, I want to get on with it. I want to build it because I got a shitload more stuff to do. And that's me, man. I collect models at one speed and I build at another. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to build after the Italian plane. I've shown this before, so this is nothing new.
Nice.
So get it back. Hold on. Let me get back a little bit farther. There you go. That's it. Got that from the Models for Heroes auction last March. I overpaid for this ridiculously, but it was one of those things that I just wanted to have, and so I got it, and I love it. And I'm looking forward to building this thing. And I've looked it over. It's an awesome kit. This is really, really worth the money.
Cool.
So I'm done, Jason. On to the next one.
Well,
what do you got going on, Jimmy Jr.? Me? Yeah.
Well, yeah, you.
So I was working on this.
You're far more attractive than your father.
So I was working on this 66 F100, and I got everything done. I just got to paint the body and then put a.
Hang on, mate. Far away.
So I got almost everything done. I painted like the hood and stuff like that, all the panels. I haven't done the cab yet, and I have to put a clear coat on the on this. I went with try to find the best thing at the hobby shop. It's some Testers spray enamel clear. So I'm gonna try that out, see how it works. But I've got everything but that last, or the coat on the cab itself clear. I got the chassis all done, and then since I have to paint outside for the time being, my dad sent me this Skyline, so I just busted that open, and I'm very, very I'm in the beginning processes of putting that together. Only I got the motor, the block, and the transmission pieces so far. So tomorrow I'm gonna finish the Ford and then really get going on this this GTR. I have the color for it. I went with this to Tamiya. The hobby shop here, it's not as good as the one back home where my dad's at. So I went with like what I thought was going to be the best, and it is a deep metallic blue. It's Tamiya. Thought that'd be nice, but it's a pretty nice blue. Just until I got to use the cans just until I get a booth and an airbrush. So, yep, that's about all I've got going right now.
Awesome, mate. Awesome. Who we got? Bilge.
But 3/8 of F4 because my Hilux decided to go poopy in its trousers. And yeah, I put it this way: I shot it off before she threw a leg out of bed. So salvageable, I think. But
that's a bit complex view, isn't it? Hey.
Well, it's for my granddaughter. So, but that's what it's supposed to look like. And this is what I'm up to.
Little shit.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
That's all wood?
Yep.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So instead of having, like, if you look closely at the box art, you can see it's just like you slap it together and blah blah blah. Well, no,
Right.
I'm not slapping it together. I've actually shaped the tail and everything, so it's actually got shape to it. Done the same with the lower wing. Haven't started on the upper wing. Bodies, everything's been shampooed, fitted, clamped, steamed. Everything you do to make timber do what you want it to do, and then I've had to put some fillers in the bottom, in these bottom corners through the gaps, and now I'm just working my way on the motor to get it to look something like a Bristol Bulldog.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's what I'm playing
Very
with
good,
at the
mate.
moment.
Very good.
Bill, did you say your Hilux shit the bed? Is that what you were getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world's coming to an end.
Yeah, I'm not far
mate,
behind. About a week ago, I was driving down the road and I started hearing a clicking noise, and I was like, "It sounds like plastic." I thought maybe one of my mud flaps was hitting my tire, and so I was just so pissed off because I just got this truck. So I ripped out all the plastic within the wheel wells. And then I start driving again, and it's still going. I'm like, what the hell? I pull over on the side of the road, and I'm like, so I'm on the highway. I'm like, man, this seems weird. I don't know what it is. I was like, all right, let's try one more time. And on the last one, it was like clicking real loud. My diff is done. Crap.
I thought it might have been a wheelchair you didn't notice you hit.
Yeah.
No, well, I was going to say one of our classic tricks at work is because we get the big, wide, thick zip ties for making bodgy repairs to get back and shit like that.
Around the drive
You
shaft.
slide under your mate's car and you put it on their tail shaft, and as they drive down the road, slap, 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 slap under the car, and yeah, we've done that a few times.
What do you drive, Junior? What's your vehicle that was making your noise?
It's a Nissan Titan.
Okay. What would that be in Australia?
It's a full-size Nissan truck.
A Navara, yeah.
Bigger than a Navara.
Is that is Titan the next one up or next one under the Tundra?
Tundra
is Toyota.
Yeah, Tundra's Toyota. Same idea. Like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah,
so,
okay.
Like how Ford has like F-150s and then like the Ranger, stuff like that. Nissan has the Frontier and the Titan. So the Titan's their full size. It's a decently sized truck. It's got a 5.6 in it, and it's really nice. It's a 2011, but it's got heated mirrors and heated leather seats. It's super nice. But luck of the draw. Like my dad, he said that he'd never he's been a mechanic for his entire life and had never seen something happen like that exact thing with a diff happen. Like what are the odds that it happens to me?
Yeah, well, after the live, I'll be crawling underneath the old girl, dropping the sump pan out and seeing if there's anything laying in the sump pan that shouldn't be.
Hopefully.
Yeah, one of those terrible knocking jokes.
It sounded like she was going to throw a leg out of bed, eh? So it was just like, as soon as I put my foot on the clutch, the engine just died. So I was like, roll to the side of the road. Ring work. I'm not coming in.
Hollow Lane for a fall with unknown injuries.
So, knock. Yeah. Who's there? Cylinder number 4.
Yeah, most likely. It's usually always fucking number 4 that lets go, eh?
Yeah.
So who's having an injury? Who's radio? Somebody's having an injury?
No, I got my scanner. I had it up too loud, man.
All right, what have you been doing, mate?
No, you're up, bud.
Yeah, you're up.
Oh, you already know what I do. Just freaking work.
All right, so as everybody knows, I finished the Cutlass for my buddy, and I gave it to him yesterday, and he about broke down in tears. He was absolutely ecstatic, and the funny thing is, the color that I painted it, he told me that the car that they had was blue, and I didn't even know it.
That's cool.
Picked, yeah. So it was absolutely cool. He's been showing it off, and I've actually got some people that want me to build models for him after they've seen what I do. So as of now, I've got another one that I'm doing. This, my really good friend, I'm building another one for a buddy of mine. So his dream car is a Shelby Cobra. And lo and behold, in my collection, which is part of my father's, is a Shelby Cobra.
Ah, okay, the classic one. Okay.
This is the first year that they made a Cobra. This is a 65.
Yeah. I was gonna ask which Cobra was he talking about?
Yeah, so this is the 1989 kit. So I'm gonna be 3D printing wheels and tires for it. I'm gonna be doing a lot of all. It's gonna be the same thing: Outlaw, Icky Sticky, and Bob's Hobby Shop, an RC brand. That's it, because that's all you need. You don't need anything else. So I've got some colors coming. I've got some emblems I'm going to be 3D printing for it too. But I've got the order. It could be over the sea right now. It should be almost on its way into the States.
I think yours has landed in Miami.
Did it land?
Yeah.
So as soon as it lands, I've got a couple colors in there. So what I'm going to do is they offered like, I think 7 colors is what they offered on the Shelby. So I picked out a couple. So what I'm going to do is this build, I'm going to do videos from start to finish on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to put the colors up and I'm going to let my viewers pick the color. And whatever one gets the most votes, that's what color I'm going to paint it.
Cool.
I did that and it was awesome.
Yeah. So I figured
it was super fun.
I would like to do it with the color that is exclusive to Bob's Hobby Shop and RC, but GM is not going to look good on a Ford Cobra. So I'm going to, excuse me, I got a couple colors. So yeah, this one's going to be cool. I've got the wheels and tires already designed. So I'll be, like I said, I'm going to print those, and I've got some of the Cobra emblems I'm going to be putting on it too. So yeah, I can't wait to start this one, man. And it's gonna be cool, man.
Hey, Ed, what are you doing for the engine and the exhaust on that thing?
What I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to be using our brand of the custom bend stainless steel exhaust, and I'm gonna make the side pipes out of them with our brand. So I'm not gonna use the ones out of the kits. So,
no, I'm looking forward to seeing that because I've got the Revell 427 SC kit, and the exhaust on that is shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to send you some of our stuff, Wombat. And it's gonna get our brand of the pre-drill distributor kits and stuff like that with the spark plug boots and the wire looms. So yeah, we'll have to Zoom each other, and I'll have to send you some stuff, man, so you can actually use some of my stuff. And I'll have to see if I can find that Thunderbird that you were talking about. I think I've got it. So I think it should be exactly what you're looking for. So when I find it, I'll send you pictures of it. You'll have to.
Worries. Cool.
I've got you on Instagram, but you'll have to send me your email or something, or a way I can contact you so we can actually visual talk with each other.
Yeah, not a problem. Can do.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool.
That's what I got, man.
I do have one thing to share. Where am I?
Sorry about that, guys. I farted at 36,000 feet.
So yesterday I got back from golf and thinking, I was feeling good. And build shush, it's a tank, yes. So a marketplace, you just popped up.
What?
And I'm like, that can't be right. $50 for
damn.
To me, up with the die-cast chassis, 148. Yay, Panther.
Nice.
But it's been autographed by, hang on, where do I go? Hang on.
That'll make a nice paperweight on your desk.
By Tamir himself. So it's in gold paint, that signature. It's been hand autographed. These people live in Gladstone, and they're just doing renovations and all that sort of stuff. And they're getting rid of all these kits. And they said, I've only got this one at the moment. And I said, are you sure you only want $50? And they're like, oh, yeah, is that too much? I'm like, no.
That's you got a steal on that one, buddy.
Yeah, but all these kits they've got, all these Tamiya kits, all been autographed and they're all still sealed.
Damn.
They went to
That's
Japan
cool.
and they went to Tamir or whatever, and yeah, every kit they bought was autographed by Mr. Tamir himself there.
Damn.
I'm like, oh, my new friends. And my wife wasn't over the moon like I was, but yeah, so I was really stoked. I was like, wow, you know, like how good's that? And yes, it's a tank, Bilge, I know. Fuck off. But yeah,
way to go, Bilge.
Yeah, he didn't even say it. I just knew he was thinking it. But to pick up something like that, you know, I'm probably going to give him a bit more because I think that's the wrong thing to do. Just to say, hey, look, this is worth more. I know it's great to get a bargain, but why at the expense of somebody else? You know, like you say, hey, here's a bit more because I know for a fact they're worth a lot more. And
I wouldn't. I would just buy some more kits from them. Is what I would do.
No, but you're just a cunt. Anyway, so what we're going to do? That's my excitement. Yeah, my excitement. We're going to go to Jimmy Senior.
Okay. So this isn't real exciting. This is just the chassis for a die cast I'm working on. I use the chassis black, the Outlaw chassis black, and then I did a bunch of I did the differential, got the rear diff, but so it's not detailed or anything yet.
How about you start fixing up some seam lines, Sunshine?
Yeah.
You need to get some icky sticky extra thin and use that to seal your seams.
Yeah.
I have some actually.
It works phenomenal.
Wow.
And then this is my first. So let's see. There we go. So,
that's awesome.
This is my first attempt at resin 3D printing. This is a winch for a 4-wheel drive truck.
Did you buy the file?
No, that file was free.
Was it? Wow.
And then this is a cylinder head I printed. You can't. I don't know if my camera's picking it up or not.
Yeah.
It's actually got valves in the head and stuff. I printed this wheel. This wheel turned out really nice. Let me get my grubby hands out of here so you guys can actually see it. Here, we'll do this.
We got tragedy.
And this light's not as good. Hang on, I want to show you. This wheel, this thing turned out really well. Hang on. So I was just kind of experimenting with some different stuff to get the hang of the resin printer, and this isn't actually tire black. This is obviously something different, but it's a Cooper tire, and man, it came out of the printer, the resin printer, just amazing.
What kind of printer did you get? A frozen or
any cubic?
You got an Anycubic?
Yep. And then I have this is the camera probably won't pick it up. This is like a cold air intake, like air filter. So yeah, Wes is actually making some files right now, and yeah, having some fun with that, trying to learn something about it, and yeah, working on a die cast. But Wes's truck, trying to help him navigate that, has taken quite a bit of my time, and my day job is really starting to get busy. So
that's good.
That's yeah. Unfortunately, it's not really what I want to do at the moment. I want to model and work on the channel, but it's paying the bills, so I got to do it.
Yeah.
So, Junior, what was that kit you had, mate? What were you unboxing there? What was that?
So, I was going to talk to you guys about it real quick. So, my dad gave me this before I left. So, my grandpa, his dad, had and has a 64 Impala. And
Super Sport convertible, 4-speed car, original factory 4-speed car.
So my dad gave me this before I left. It's an AMT, and I looked at it was still sealed in the packaging, covered in dust, you know. And I seen the price, and it said $975, and I was like, you know, prices went up a little bit, and then I started to wonder how long, you know, that this sat in that box, and somewhere in here, something is stamped with right here, 6 of 94. So it's been in here for 30 years in this box, and I just
That's older than you, dude.
That's how when you can tell when the kit was made is on the back of the decals.
Yep. It says right here, 6
of
94. So
we got a whole bunch of those.
If anybody is, what does that say? Wesley, I love you. Who's that from? Dad?
Maybe.
On your
Behind
wall.
you.
Oh yes. Before I went to boot camp, my dad wrote me that, and so everywhere I've went, I've always brought it with me and hung it up.
Wow.
Well,
He must love you because he hasn't given you a Ford to drive, so that's okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey, read that, Wes. I think that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, read it out, mate.
It says, Wesley, never forget that I love you. I hope you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you. Wherever your journey in life may take you, I pray you will always be safe. Enjoy the ride and never forget your way back home. I can't promise to be here for the rest of your life, but I can promise to live for the rest of mine. Love, Dad.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really lovely.
I've always hung it. He gave it to me right before I went to boot camp, and I hung it up in my room back home, and then when I went to my school, and then even when I was in the barracks, I hung it up. So
Awesome.
I'm lucky
And
enough that my wife decorates like the whole house, and then I get this one room in the house to like do absolutely whatever I want with. So
awesome.
You got about like the standard American household, Wes.
What's that?
I said it sounds about the standard American household. The husband's got the man cave, and the rest of the house is the missus.
Yeah, I told her.
What about your girlfriend, Junior?
What's that?
What about your girlfriend? Because we only found out, your dad only found out you were married the other day.
Yeah. Oh, he's always doing stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's his favorite.
And so, how do you cope? Like, how will you get through the rest of the day, knowing your father's wearing a shirt like that in public?
Well,
he helped me pick it out.
I
have a few of my own.
Oh, so you went shopping together, girls.
You guys need to get some Bob's Hobby Shop and RC shirts, man.
Yeah. You can put one in with my order, and I'll wear it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What he said.
One I've got on says, "In my defense, I was left unsupervised."
There you go.
Exactly.
Oh no, it's too much. That's too bright. Seriously. Wow.
Guys outside looking like that.
Hey, dude. Hey, Wes, what is behind that door that he keeps going through?
So that's a room. So in the shop he has, it's a big old barn. So his shop, that's just the modeling room. He built a room, just for modeling.
Okay.
Nice. Actually, Wayne, I need to talk with you too later about some decal advice too. So.
Okay.
So this week is, well, I might get around to Paul's order sometime Friday. I don't know.
You got another order coming in from me, so.
Yeah, I got orders, buddy. Left, right, and centre. So I've got to make about 4,000 bottles this week. So everything you saw in that video, times that by 4,000. So that's going to be fun.
It's lonely at the top.
Hey?
It's lonely at the top.
And then, but Thursday, because I played golf twice this last week, on Thursday, there's a veterans competition, and I hadn't played in it for it's a weekly comp, but I didn't know, and I came fourth. but it was actually a qualifier for the Open this coming Thursday. So I qualified for the Veterans Open in the area, with like our district, and so that's going to be fun. But I was pretty stoked on that. So Thursday I'm playing golf and I'm taking that day off. And other than that, I'll be making paint. And the chances of me actually getting onto that building stats going to be rare. Tomorrow, and I'll share with this you guys now, it looks like gallery airbrushes are going to be, they've sent me an email asking a couple of things, and I've agreed to a Zoom meeting with them tomorrow. But yeah, outlaw on gallery airbrushes.
Nice.
Okay, I got a couple of gallery airbrushes. They're good. They're good items. They're worth the money.
That's what's going to be happening. I'm going to not just go, yay, woo. I've never used one, so before I go thumbs up, thumbs down, I'll be discussing with them. They've offered me the entire range to test. That's from their watered spray booth all the way down to all their airbrushes, their compressors, their different nozzle attachments, and I'll test every product thoroughly, and I believe that a model is going to get good. And I've seen the prices; that their value is good for money across the world, not just in this country. Work on going. Yep, that's a fit with Outlaw Paints, and so that's enough. I mean, so Outlaw, well. That's a good thing because I've seen you work. But they actually got in contact with me. I was like, well, I'm a nobody, but
Jason, Gallery's really taken the offensive in the last year or so. They're a China-based company. They have money to spare, and they're sparing no expense in getting their product out to a lot of YouTube modelers. I mean, they know what's going on, and they know the names out there, and they know the numbers that these people are drawing in. So they're not giving, I don't know, whatever they're doing with certain YouTube modelers, but I know a lot of guys who I regularly watch who have a gallery airbrush, have tested it, and have proven, have found for themselves that it's a quality product. But they're blitzing the airwaves. I mean, the first time I saw that name mentioned was a guy named Barbados Rex.
Yeah, Barbados Rex.
I've watched him for a number of years, and what he's kind of like the E.F. Hutton of paints and airbrushes. When he talks, I listen because he does the experiments right there for you. It's not like he says they work and he doesn't do anything. He does the work right in front of your eyes, and he shows the results.
Well, in their email, part of the opening statement, we are very excited.
Yeah.
And I'm
I would be too, sure. Yeah, that's a great combination. I mean, you talk about a name that'll get your name out there. Gallery and Outlaw? Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
and
sorry, mate.
Their quality or their customer service, man, if you have issues or you need something, they do not mess around. They will immediately respond, and they'll bend over backwards. I was fortunate enough that everything that they sent me worked great right out of the box. But I've contacted service a couple times, and I don't think, their customer service is like bar none. So that, for what it's worth, I will say the lower end, the advanced series, this one here.
Which one you got? Which one is that?
So it's the advanced series GHAD-39. It's like $40 or something. This is sprayed a ton of paint. So the only thing that I hope they do differently, and I'm sure their higher end brushes, which my other one does have it, is the polished. The inside of the cups aren't like a mirror finish, and So Outlaw cleans out of them like no problem. But if you use some acrylic like Tamiya or something, it just might take a little bit extra gun cleaner, you know, to get it out because and that's a lower end one. The Barbados Rex gun that I have, the Swallowtail. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the 39 and
Yeah.
I've got the 98. I bought the 98 first. You know what I'd like them to do, and I'd have to get on their website. Do they make a needle smaller than 0.3? Because I want a 0.2.
Yes, they do. Yes,
I
they
want a
do.
0.2 for my airbrush. Because I've got some detail work that I like to do that requires a little bit more finesse than I can get out of a 0.3, even though the difference between the two is kind of is very narrow. It does offer a bit of a difference, and for some of the stuff I do, I'd like to try it because their airbrushes work great. They atomize the paint really well. They all have that finish that Jim was talking about on the inside of the paint cup, and it's a big difference because, all right, I'm going to put my hand up. I'm going to say I've been buying cheap airbrushes for a couple years now, and you know, for $25 plus, you know, whatever shipping is, $5, sometimes none, I can get a replacement. I've been putting good money into bad sometimes by just getting another cheap airbrush to replace the other one. So when I saw these and I saw their prices, I went in and jumped on them, and they work, and I'm happy with them. The only thing I wonder about with even with these galleries is what is it going to work? How's it going to be 5 years down the road, 6 years down the road? I've got a Posh airbrush. You could run that thing over with a tank.
Yep.
And I've had it 25 years, and it's working.
Yep. That Posh single action is about the best airbrush you're gonna get, man.
Well, I like the flexibility of a double action, and I'll tell you what, 5 years ago I would have told you no. You know, and it's only because I've worked with them that I've come to understand how that they do offer advantages. And if I was going to go with a brand, I would go with Posh again, but it'd be their Talon.
Yeah, the Talons are nice.
Yeah, that's a double action. A friend of mine's got one of those. He's had it for over a decade, and it works every time. That's what I mean. And including gallery. I want to see how these things are going to be working 10 years down the road.
I'm going to tell you what, man. I'm going to start the ones I use right here. I am getting ready to carry these in the hobby shops. I have the Nyokos, and I'm going to tell you what, this is the best brush I have used out of the cheap ones. These will be available on the website. I've already got something with Nyoko going on, but they offer different lines. They have one with just the pull trigger.
Right, yeah.
This brush is what I use to paint that 69. And I use this, and then I use my Posh. But these brushes, I'm going to tell you what, for $50, man, you're not going to find anything better than this, man.
Let me ask you something. Do you have any use for the Mac valve?
Yeah, I mean,
I personally don't really. Yeah, I personally don't. I haven't come to understand the concept of it yet. I mean, I get why it's there, but it seems like you can do the same thing with your pressure control on your compressor.
Pretty much. What I do is when I've got mine opened up where the flow is, and then I just adjust it with the pressure. But the thing I like with the Nyoko, man, with this one is I love the tip. It's like a fan tip, but it's got the 4 on the end, and I mean, I don't know, man. I like it.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's got the end. I mean, I bought it. I'm like, for $50, I'm gonna give it a try and see what it is.
Yeah, definitely, I would too. Yeah,
it's easy to clean. It's not. I mean, I haven't had a problem with it. I'm not gonna go out and spend $200-300 on a freaking airbrush. Sorry, it's not worth it to me, man.
Hey, mate.
Restoration.
The Swallowtail. I have that Nyoko.
Swallowtail. Is that the spray?
I use that for primer sometimes, but maybe I just got a bad one. I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, you probably got I heard when they first they were having problems with them when they first. I just got mine last year. And
okay.
I haven't had any problems with it. I know they had glitches and stuff that they were fixing out of them and stuff, but they offer the full complete where you can get the compressor with it and everything else for like $100. You know, so I mean, I still use my Posh single action, but when it comes to certain stuff, I've been using this Neoka, and I mean, I like it, man. I really do. The only thing I don't really like about it is I don't like how this one's not that bad, but the cup, the cut lines were inside the cup. So what I did with this one is I took a fine piece of not steel wool, but what's that sandpaper called? It's real fine. And I went on the inside of it with this, and I haven't had a problem with paint sticking. It flows. I mean, I haven't had any problems, but I find ways to fix things if something's wrong with it, man. But I like it, man. I mean, it's for $50. For someone that's just getting into it, to me, for WADA, I know a lot of people use them. I don't like them. I think they're a waste of money. But it's just my opinion, you know what I mean? Like I
think Iwata's meant for more like illustration stuff, like flat artwork. It's really fine, very fine-tuned material, and I don't know if modelers would really need one of those.
That's the good thing with the Neoka too.
Iwata.
Yeah.
I got a Creo GCI, and
that's the Eclipse, and I've got the Neo. I will never. Well, I can't say I won't never because I'm going to try the. Hang on, mate. Gallery.
So this is. I was using this GSI, this Creos from Mr. Hobby, GSI. It's got a fan cap, but when I got that swallowtail, man, it retired this thing. This will probably be Wesley's soon. It's a good gun, but the swallowtail, man, that's where it's at.
So the aim is to test these, and I will be testing them. And if they're anything like everybody else is saying about them, I will be getting them in. And Mark will continue on naturally, but I'm thinking about my head started turning. I could maybe if you bought a certain amount, you got an airbrush, or you got a discount just to be able to get people into an airbrush, an affordable airbrush,
right?
Including the compressors and their spray booths and stuff like that. So it was just, ideas have been running through my head. I'm not nervous about the meeting tomorrow because it's the whole creative board I'm meeting and the CEO. There's about 10 of us on the call, and I've got to work out how to speak properly.
And do us a favor. Try, maybe kind of on the down low there, reach out to their customer service like there's an issue and just see how they handle it,
Yeah, I'll be doing. I've got a lot of questions written down already that I'm all point form. Because as you know, I'm pretty protective of Outlaw, and I don't. Right. That's why Outlaw. The only thing you'll get on the Outlaw website is merchandise or paint. Right.
You've got some skin in the game, Jason. It's not just you're another YouTube modeler that's going to get an airbrush to sample on his work. You have a brand you're carrying that you want to. Is the idea you two will pair together? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I would be concerned too. I mean, I'd have to be asking a lot of questions. Your reputation is going to be tied in with theirs.
Yeah. So, it's a big thing, but again, I'll make my judgment call, listen to other people's judgment call on what the gallery, and then I'll make the decision. GB, it's a heap on the go for Jimmy. He's got quite a few, but Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. So I just sort of share that with you guys. Well, you all know next weekend where I'm at.
That's
cool.
Or maybe
Right,
the weekend after.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jason. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so probably about 2 weeks' time, once I've got it all in my hands, tested the shit out of it. Yeah, you guys will know the decision. I think that's, and this is again me speaking out loud. The best part about Outlaw is that we don't hide anything from.
Right.
We're happy to share that we're not. Oh, we'll hide this in the background or hide that. This is what's happening.
It's great paint. It's awesome.
Yeah, I would say you've got an opportunity with that Lancaster, Jason. You can do some freehand camo work with the gallery, and you got your dark green, dark earth camo pattern that'll go on the top surfaces. There you go. Do it freehand and see how it works.
Yeah, there'll be a few spoons being sprayed before that. I can tell you.
Yeah, well, what the heck?
What
maybe you got a mule you can use, a scrap model you can try them on too.
He's got a spare supernatural body there.
Yeah,
you got a spare tank too.
Right now, is that it?
Yeah, tank, you'll be getting it.
Oh, it's the Lancaster. Okay, yeah.
So why don't you do it live? Why don't you open the box and everything on your own without all of us, and maybe just review it live? And
I know what I could do. I could stop time as well.
See, I'm like Jason is doing. See, with the I've tried, and with the Nyoko, like the airbrushes, I was trying to find something that people could get started with airbrushing and not spend a shitload of money, so they could try it.
Yeah,
and see. And I've been in contact with Nyoko about the brushes and everything else and stuff, and I was trying to think of something, kind of like Jason was. Like, I ran a special, man, 25% off. It ends tonight on my website. So anybody that's is a subscriber on my website, I offered 25% off, and I made some orders. But I want to try to get people started with an airbrush to where they don't have to spend a shitload of money. Is what I'm trying to do, like Jason is. Same thing, to where people can.
That'll be the thing. That'll be the thing with like Ed and anybody else in the States who picks it up, and in the UK and Europe, that the Outlaw brand will take gallery along with for the ride, and they'll get like people like Ed or Moss will get the discount from gallery to be able to join the two together. So
yeah, I'd be willing to try one of their guns. I was actually getting ready to try one of the Black Widow ones from Harbor Freight, but I've actually heard some bad shit about them and stuff. So I mean,
Harbor Freight, I found their products to be hit and miss. Some stuff is good, other stuff turns out to be absolute garbage.
All their airbrushes are garbage. They're junk.
Well, yeah, I mean, they mass produce their stuff, and God knows who produces it for them. But, they get it at a dirt cheap rate, or at least I'm guessing, because they're a nationwide corporation, so they can sell their stuff at 50, 75% off what a normal shop would sell an airbrush for, because they can order 50,000 of them or whatever it is, and they can distribute them all over the United States.
I'd like to try one of those Galileo ones, man.
Another idea I had is, and if you guys would be interested, because we've all got our YouTube, Jimmy Senior, he's already using gallery, and they gave him a brush and whatever. But if I could set it up, and when I'm talking to him tomorrow, that and you don't have a channel, do you, Jim?
We're working on getting Jim one started.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Well,
Jim and Wes have been banging their heads together. But anyway, Jason, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What my proposal to gallery would be also is that since Aussie Model is live every weekend, in conjunction with all our channels, is that I can convince them to send you all an airbrush to try out.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So that
on
Sunday,
$60 super cheap auto airbrush.
Go fuck yourself, Bilge. On Sundays, when we can actually include a gallery section. This is what I've used. This is the gallery I've used, and you're getting a different view from different people across the world.
Yeah, that would be
Hold
awesome,
on.
Jason.
I'll be right back. Let me show you one example.
That's a good idea, Jason. I'm on board with you on that one.
Hey, Jason.
Yes.
Could you let them know I don't have a compressor or a booth, please?
Yeah, that's what I think. But with you, Wes, my idea with you is if you're going to
we got a challenge. Hey, Jason, look at your comments. We got a challenge from Jeffro.
Who?
Jeffro K. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Huzzah!
See what he's saying?
Yeah, it's okay. He's what's the time in Australia? 20 past 12. Way past his bedtime. He's due for his nap. Yeah. Sorry, mate. See your beautiful wife. Take those tablets. Have her lay down. You'll be right. Catch it in about 4 hours' time.
The blue pills.
He's Jeff's where he has to spray outside at the moment. He's retired, but he's getting everything together to do it. The cleaning's easy. When I go down there in October, I'll show him physically how to do it. Maybe
it's much easier than I ever thought it would. When I got my first double action airbrush, I thought, I'm gonna have to take it apart every time, and I watched a few videos on it, and I've seen other modelers. No, you don't have to do that. And if you are, then you're risking losing performance effectiveness on your airbrush because you're taking it apart, putting it back together, blah, blah, blah. You're wearing down the machining and you're creating excess labor that you really don't need to do. If you clean it properly and simply every time, you're not going to have any buildup of paint on the needle or in the chamber behind the where the trigger is or anything like that. I've come around to it because at first I was very hesitant to get a double action.
You know how to solve that, man, is you buy outlaw paint. You don't have to worry about that shit.
Right. Well, there's one, but not everyone's going to have outlaw paint. People will. By the time I get done, they will put through there. So it's but nonetheless, what Jeffro's saying is, you know what? I can recommend this to him. YouTube is your friend. Search it and you'll find it and you'll see how simple it is and what you do if you do need to deep clean it.
Hey,
it's all there.
Jason, you know what would be cool?
Well, one thing, back to Junior. Have you got, if I can convince him, mate, will you start up a YouTube channel as a startup so people can see your modeling journey?
Oh, absolutely, I would. That's really the only thing. Me and my dad talked about getting me a booth and stuff in the past, but it was the plan. And then, like I said, I was driving down the road and my differential became done. So, no, absolutely, I'd love to do that.
I have to ask this. This is deep and meaningful. Has any stage in his life he said, buy that board?
Nope.
Well, if he ever does, mate, it's time for him to go to that special place where people look after him.
Wesley, may I suggest one thing? I don't have the exact model number, but the spray booth I use cost about $50, and it does just everything I need. It's got a duct that goes out a window, kind of like a dryer duct.
Right.
It's got a fan motor in there. It's got a little turntable, lighting. The turntable's not motorized, but you don't need it to be. Very simple. You can get them in different widths. So if, say, you want to build a 1/200 scale warship, they make one that can fit one of those in there. The one I have is about 13.5 inches wide, and it does exactly what I want to. You build mostly automobiles and trucks and things like that?
Yeah. I not to say I won't ever do armor and stuff like that.
You will.
Well, even armor will fit in that, what I'm using. So I don't have the model number. What I can do is I can take a couple photos of it and send it to you, Jim. And
send it in that group chat.
Right. Exactly. Yes, sir. Yeah. Bingo. And I'll do that, and then you can look at it, and I'll look around. I might have the literature for it somewhere. I've had it for about 3 years now, and it's very simple to clean and maintain. It's a simple filter that goes in the back you can buy a furnace filter at a hardware store, and you can cut it out the size,
right,
and slip it in there, and you just clean it out now and then with a little mini vac to make sure you keep all the dust and everything down to a minimum. Because ideally, it's supposed to take it all out, but you'd be surprised how much stays behind. So it's actually very, very simple. It's nothing that has to be done like every time you use it, you got to clean it. It's not like that at all. But it works great, and it's one of the best investments I've made, because before that I was using a cardboard box. I was spraying water with a plant sprayer on top of it before I started painting, and it was all just half-ass methods. Just like your father, a mechanic. You want to do the job right, you get the right tools. You don't just run around with shit and expect to get good results with it.
Absolutely, and I've been using these, which wouldn't be so bad if I could do it inside, but I have to go down to my
no, to me a paint is woo boy, that spray paint, that is super strong stuff, man.
Yeah, so I gotta take it outside, and then I even though I have to risk dust and
well, not only that, it's also your own respiratory system. You don't want to be breathing that stuff in.
Right.
Take my advice. The guy who came very late to the game. I use a respirator now, and I tell people, and it's not just because I paint with lacquers. To me, acrylic, Vallejo, AK 3rd Gen, all that stuff has got some kind of fumes in there. They might be a little lower in content and concentration in the water-based acrylics, but they're still there.
Yeah,
if you're breathing them in, you're breathing them in. And it's just the right thing to do to have a respirator and gloves too. I wear gloves. I see a lot of guys I've seen this one guy. He's married. He's got his wedding band on, right, and he's painting with his right hand, so his left hand's holding his model, and he's blasting pants. Like, is the wife watching? So the wedding band gets coated with paint. I mean, what the hell are you doing, man?
Hey Jimmy, what's Wayne, right? Not Wayne. What's your son's name, Jim?
Wesley.
I've got, if you're looking for like colors and stuff, man, if you go on my website, dude, I've got a lot of the Model Masters that's discontinued spray cans. If there's like colors that you want on there, if you buy like more than one from me, man, I'll hook you up with a deal on some of them, man.
Okay.
So if you go on there and look and see what I got, and I'll take care of you, man.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Jason, can you put me on big screen for a moment?
What's that?
Can you put me on the big screen for a moment, please?
Yeah, okay. Everybody, scare time.
All right, scare time. Okay, now we're talking about an example of what. Hey, Aussie Trekkie's in there. Hey, Scott. How's it going, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
Just wanted to say this is an example of what you can do with a gallery airbrush. Okay?
Yeah.
There's an example of what can be done, and this is the kind of stuff that I do primarily. It's the green was painted on top of the sand color, and you mix the paint right, you get the right pressure, bingo, you got it. Absolutely. It can be done. So there you go. There's an example of what a gallery airbrush can give you if you
should we send
practice. That's what it is. Practice.
Should we send Scotty an email?
Yeah. I'd love Wes to see his work. Scott, you got to get on.
You available, buddy?
Yeah. Scott, you need a publicity agent. That's what you need.
You need to stop deleting your damn videos, man, because I went on there to go look and your videos were all gone.
Oh, mate, you should see the weather job he's done on that bloody push truck and that.
It's gone. He doesn't have his videos up anymore.
Well, his older ones he deleted, but the newer stuff he's keeping them, right?
No, the only one I seen is he's working on a new one, and that's it. All his ones for like the push truck and everything are gone.
We need to, because man, he's takes it to heart, when trolls come in and crap on him or crap on what he's doing, but he is a genius. Like, that guy and his modeling skills are a whole nother level.
He does good shit.
You got it, man. He can also do a video. I'm sorry,
10
Bill.
years,
Go ahead.
maybe more.
Say it again, Bilge. I was talking over you.
No, you're right.
It's nothing new.
I've followed.
Yeah, right. I know. That big mouth of mine. No, I was going to say that, you know, he could do a video just on his tools and his layout and how he builds this stuff. Because it's not just a knife and a ruler. I mean, this guy's got some serious cutting devices to make it in a like an industrial capacity where you can cut the same blank, you know, how many times you need to for whatever he's working on. I mean, he's got a great
diring
the whole
cutter.
thing is going to be super interesting.
I actually watched him use that and then made my own. I scratch built one and it works well.
Email's been sent, Scotty. Email has been sent, mate. Jump on,
Back,
please.
back to what Jason was saying about the Galileo guns. I think it'd be cool, Jason, is if we, you know, like you were saying, if they sent me one and Junior one and stuff, it'd be cool to like do all of us together as our first time using them on this channel, man. Would be kind of cool.
Good idea, Ed, because I've never used one of those spray guns. I've wondered what kind of application I would have for military work, but I think it can be, you know.
Look out, boys and girls.
Oh, there he is.
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
There
he is.
you go.
Hey, we're
The
not
man, the myth,
worthy.
the legend, Aussie
We're not
Trekkie.
worthy.
Scotty.
I don't know about that.
Scott, you rock, man.
Stop deleting the videos.
Everybody, and just take the shush, everybody thinks you're bloody amazing, mate. But get what the rest of the bloody world, you're an amazing modeler. Like, people dream about your skill. Piss off
Well, I
the
don't
dickheads,
think I
mate.
have a lot of skill.
You have fucking more. Fuck me.
You got a lot of fucking skill, dude.
Hey,
We've been
Scott,
on
there's
here
no
for
such thing as building straight out of the box for you.
we've been on here for an hour and a half. So Scott, let's see what Scott's working at.
Yeah, what
Because
you
this
got?
is going to be amazing.
What you got
Where
going?
do I start?
Hey, before you go, I'm going to make a copy because I don't want to get erect in front of people.
Okay.
What do you got? What do you got going on, Scott?
At the moment, I'm working on the Fall Guy truck from the TV
Nice.
show.
Nice.
So that's
No.
You started that 8 years ago, didn't you?
What's that?
Yeah.
But I've got a couple others I've finished.
That's a
I'm
nice
also
tape
building
job, man.
148 Apache.
That's cool.
The amount of detail you've put into the cockpit of that's awesome too, Scott.
He's
Tell me about it. I just grabbed one of these others. I know you all want to see.
Best pay attention.
Oh, I'm watching.
Okay.
The weathering on my lead truck from my Carlisle build is all done.
Nice. Very cool, Scott.
I'll grab the push truck.
Scott, can you tilt the front end on that so I can see the motor on the motor guy?
That truck's just amazing,
Hmm.
man.
Yeah.
That's got a 3D. That's a 3. Is that a resin engine in that, Scott?
Yep.
Look at the chains.
Cummins signature.
Yeah, look at the chains, man, on the back there.
It's just fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'll grab the other one.
Okay. I wish you would stop deleting his videos.
So do
You
I.
had to do some slicing and dicing to get that donk to fit too.
Oh yeah.
So that's the push truck all finished.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And then
What's powering that one, Scott?
that's got a Detroit Series 60.
Yeah, the Detroit 60. Hell yeah.
And then I've
Nice.
got 2 trucks that I finished on yesterday as well.
Oh. Yeah, Scott's a Blackfinger too, by the way, at a truck depot. So he's hands on.
So
That's the other one I've just completed.
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
Paulie's got one of them sitting in his shed, I think.
Yeah.
And then I finished this one last night.
Got two of them
look at that,
sitting in the
Paulie.
shed.
That's nice.
So that's what I've been working on lately.
There's no hoies in the shed, Bill. Sorry.
I thought you had one.
No.
No, mate.
Scott, my son's on here with us, and he's kind of just getting going, and I was telling him about you and the work that you do. So,
yep.
Unless anybody else objects, any work you want to show us, man, I would be excited to see. Anything that you're excited about. What's one of your favorites?
Go on, Scotty. Do it, mate.
I'll have to think about that. I know that
Actually, wait.
the first part. Yeah.
You can't pick your camera up, can you, and show them the shelf?
No, because I'm on laptop.
Oh, okay.
But I might be able to turn it around and show the complete heavy haul. Because I've got the heavy haul load right behind the laptop.
Have we been amazed yet, gentlemen?
So hopefully it might show up.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. Oh, it's got the tarp over the front too for the cold weather to go with the snow. Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, there we go. With the load behind it. I just can't see the screen, so I can't get it in frame properly. Sorry.
No, you're fine. That's pretty cool.
And then way down the other end is the push truck behind it.
Yeah.
I actually found someone who sells chains to put on the wheels, so I still got them to put on.
Okay.
That'll be
And
awesome.
then it'll be finished. But
Mate.
other than that, favorite one, I don't know. There's too many of them.
Wes, how about what would you like to see? He's built about everything that there is.
I don't know.
He showed us a submarine last time that had lights in it in the control room and stuff. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah. The control room was lit up, and there was a little guy standing there at the control panel, like the radar room, and it was all lit up red. Oh, dude.
I can go get that component again, but I don't have my power pack to light it up.
Oh.
I see
Like what?
that's pretty inexpensive when you and me went to what is it, Riders?
Riders, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty inexpensive. It was only like $30. I don't know what sub it was. It was some, US sub, but they aren't that expensive either. But
Here we go.
Here we go. Check this out.
wow.
Oh, there we go.
It's
That
just
probably
phenomenal.
took 3 or 4 months to build in itself.
Oh, no
That's
doubt.
cool.
Where's your power pack?
In the garage.
Yeah, that's so cool, Scott.
So
It's just amazing.
Have we convinced you to not take your videos down anymore?
I just feel that there's no support or interest in my channel anymore. I'm just losing subscribers 2 or 3 a day. So
You don't worry about it.
So
Yeah,
it's
just come
So
on
many
here
other
and
people
check
in tech.
it out.
growing.
Man, the world is missing out. Maybe what it's been 10 years or something. Yeah, man, you do such good work to not have your work out there that's crazy.
That's criminal.
Yeah. We would all
Like, seriously.
Just come on here and share it with us.
Mate, I'm thinking of starting up a Save Aussie Trekkie channel.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's just gone downhill in the last 2 or 3 years. It just drives me nuts. So
Mate, you are phenomenal.
I just
Don't
don't
worry
feel
about-
that. No.
Don't worry about those other people that run away, mate. What about the people that have stayed with you over the time? Think of those people that absolutely love your work and appreciate the skill that you have.
See, I'm lucky to get 100 views a day, and some videos
So
I'd
what?
be lucky to get 20 views. And it used to be I was up 25,000 views a month, and now it's lucky to get to 1,000.
Can I ask you a question, Scott?
Yep.
What do you think it is that might have led to that? Is there anything in particular? And I'm not looking for you to
just have a
finger
hard
yourself
time
in
with
this
the.
instance.
I just have a hard time with the abusive people that are on there with all their comments.
Block
which
their
just
comments.
drives me nuts.
Block their comments.
So yeah, well, I still have to read them first beforehand,
No,
and then
if they put, you can put a filter in there.
Yep. You can fill it with words, and anybody that uses that word, their comment just goes off into oblivion.
See, one of the ones I remember, one of the person commented on a video says, "Are you a modeler or a serial whiner?"
A serial whiner?
Yeah,
A whiner is somebody whinger.
Is that an Australian thing?
Complains about shit.
Yeah.
Well, we have.
Well, that's a whiner. Yeah, but
everyone else does it. So
okay,
why
well, you tell them to piss off.
So I'm too polite.
You know, or you ignore them. You know,
Yeah, there's your word. There's your word, Jim. You're just saying these certain words. Whiner. Put that in there, and then that comment will never come back. Or anyone who uses that word, because that's a pretty shitty thing to say to someone. So that's a word you can use that will automatically eject a comment, you know, in related to something negative. Because someone's not going to say, "Gee, Scott, you build a lot of great stuff, but man, you whine a lot." No, they're not. Not if someone's really impressed with what you're doing and is trying to send a positive message.
Yeah,
trolls are everywhere, man. You're not gonna satisfy everyone.
Yeah,
So,
that's sad too.
Jim, tell them your philosophy on it. If you're not getting the bad with the good, then you're not making. You're not reaching an audience.
Yeah, if you just like anything else, whether you're sports for these guys, cricket or whatever, if you're not getting a little bit of hate, then I don't think you're doing it, because we all know one thing, and that's there's two ways to have the nicest looking tree in the forest. You can take care of your tree really good, or you can burn all the other trees down. And some people, they just burn them all down. And yeah, we went over this last time. I don't know why. It bums me out that your work is so amazing and that people come at you like that, and then it causes you to remove the video. It's just like, that sucks.
I just feel like I'm wasting my time with it. So,
but
we all like watching it. You've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 other people here that really enjoy it. I'm not saying spend all the time to make the videos well.
Yeah. I mean,
you're teaching people too.
When I see your posts, I check them. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, I just wanted to say one thing. There's a friend of mine that dropped in, Glenn Gallitt. Hey, Jason, can you put that up on the screen?
Hey, Glenn.
A couple of comments. Yeah, there you go. Give Glenn a big hey. He's my best mate. He's lives upstairs, and we've known each other.
Sorry, Glenn, you have a neighbor like that.
So.
Hey, Glenn.
Yeah.
Hey, Glenn.
Good guy.
Mate, hand on heart, mate. We're sorry he's your neighbour.
He's not. Hey, I'm not just his neighbor. He's stuck with me as a friend too. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We've known each other since we were. I've known him since I was like 5, 6 years old. We grew up on the same block together in Chicago.
You got to up your rates, Glenn, because that kind of friendship's worth money. So.
Well, you know what? I gotta get him to take photos of some of his work. He's done some. He's got a really nice Aussie, an RAAF bullfighter. Really nice, really nice. He built a Tamiya kit and he put it in some really cool RAAF markings.
And by the way, you can buy RAAF paint from Outlaw Paint.
That's right. Well, he did. He used your no, wait. Okay, forget it.
He hasn't bought anything from me.
No, because you're ugly.
He used something else, and we can't say it here.
And it starts with S?
Start with an A.
No.
M.
No.
T.
You're close there.
M.
V.
S.
Yep, I know it is. But
I think we all do, don't we?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna respect the channel.
Shit, mate, shit.
So, you guys, you do Aussie Chucky? Do you do like dioramas and stuff too, man?
Actually, I've got one I can bring out. Oh yeah, there's that one I showed you the other time.
Wait, one at a time, man. One at a time. What?
He's probably built the buddy.
Hold on, it looks like he's getting something, Ed.
Tell him he's got to get one of these.
What's that? Wait a minute. Let's see that again, Ed. What
You won't find these.
I've got one. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, nice.
These are
I've got one.
Yeah, we better. You can't get them anymore. They're $100.
What's the technique?
I picked it up at a swap meet for $22 Australian.
I got this one too, which you'll never find.
GMP. Never heard of them. Oh,
back in the 80s, 90s. If they're like highly sought after, I haven't listed them on the website yet, but those are $100 a piece.
Oh, nice.
Nice, dude.
Woohoo!
Very cool.
Badass.
Wow.
He's got a Dukes of Hazzard diorama too.
That's
right. That's right. I think you showed that the last time.
Yeah, I'll go get it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed hasn't seen that one.
This is I'll tell you what, this guy Scott has got some fantastic finished work. It's incredible.
You ever need stuff 3D printed, Scott, man, I can send you stuff, man. For your dioramas.
He probably creates them in his sleep.
Right?
He just wills them into existence and boom.
Oh, there we are. Yep, that's it. Yep.
Generally.
Oh my.
That's so cool.
Does it light up, Scott?
No.
That's badass.
Does it go dun 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 dun?
So that was from the opening credits in season 3.
That's awesome.
That looks great.
Just good old boys.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's really cool.
Hey, Jason, singing's not your strong suit. Stick to golf.
Well, hey, I'm gonna fuck you up because I used to get paid to sing and not solo either. By the way, fuck you.
What did you sing? Did you sing like what, German marching songs or something? Or
No, mate. I sang in My Fair Lady, Jesus Christ Superstar, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes running down. Oh my God.
That's the one.
Hey, Wombat, so like, I've taken over what you've been doing, dude. I've actually started keeping track of my builds and taking pictures of stuff, man. So I want to thank you for that, man.
No worries.
We've heard very little from Paul and Wombat. I think we should to see what they might have to chime in about.
Paul's playing the skin flute, so
yeah.
Hey, we got a comment, Jason. Jason, can you pop the latest comment? It's from my best mate. He's got a question.
I can pop it.
Anybody can give him advice on this?
Yeah, I can. Because it's about 12, 13, maybe 20 of them in the cupboard there.
Make sure you got plenty of American 1-cent coins when you're building them.
I've got plenty of them.
No, because that's how they measure the suspension height in them.
Okay.
Salvino Junior kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. You whack pennies underneath the under tray, and it gives you the right ride height.
Sets the suspension.
Now, also, they actually just did a thing on YouTube the other day where they've got a frame for it now for your under trays. So
Yeah, I saw that pop up on I think Facebook or something, Jess.
Yeah, hang on, mate.
What you got, Paul?
That's Salvino's Camaro chassis.
Okay. Very cool, man.
So, can someone clue me on this? Salvino Junior kits, are they some kind of special manufacturer, or are they like a limited run, or
NASCAR?
Yeah, you gotta. There's a club you can belong to, and you can get them through there. I don't know how widely available. I mean, I know you can buy them on other places too, but there's one guy I watch. He's in the club, and he gets them one each month. He gets one of those kids.
Okay.
Don't tell Jason.
Well, how do they build? I mean, Paul, is it a good kit? Is it well made? I mean, what's your thoughts on it?
Well, apart from having to find out how thick a penny was.
Oh, okay. You mean an American penny?
Yeah. Then,
okay.
Yeah,
It depends on what penny you get, though, too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you get an older one, it might be a different thickness than the newer ones that are made of zinc.
So that was the one thing I didn't like about the kit. Instead of saying set it so many eighths of an inch up or millimeters up, use a penny.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know if you heard, Jason. There's a club you can belong to, and you can get those kits. They send one to you each month.
Yeah, I'm already in the club.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, Glenn's looking for the 69 charger.
I've got it in there, up in the cupboard there. But so, hang on. I wonder if I can move the keyboard and do a bit of an unboxing down here.
There you go.
All right,
got
there
it.
you go.
The kits are supposed to be absolutely phenomenal.
Well, they're made exactly the same way the NASCARs are.
Yeah.
They're all
Really?
common chassis, just with different parts in them.
Really?
The detail is down to a T.
But all I can suggest, strip your chrome off them because I'm not quite happy with the chrome quality.
Well, yeah, you can't get anything better than Outlaws Chrome. So,
Hey, Paul, with the build, I heard the tolerances are pretty tight on those kits. How did yours go together?
It just about snaps together.
Yeah, if you put a layer of paint in the mating surfaces, even that'll stuff it up.
Yeah, that's why I
there's
did
a bit of flashing.
all the roll cage in it, and I'll paint it.
So a bit of flashing.
What they tell you to do when you're building it is use the floor pan or the under tray as a building jig.
Yeah. So the only thing I'm a bit disheartened about is the price you pay in Australia for them. Look at that. That's just a bag of sprues.
The FX method.
Yeah. So
mini method too.
So there's bits that have fallen off. Like that's part of the roll cage there.
Nice.
And you've got to be very careful because of the way they've put everything in.
Wow.
Good.
So, then you got your pipe walls and
Yeah, I noticed the sprues are not framed like newer kits are.
That's one of the older kits.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Where stuff's flopping all over the place can break off real easy. Yeah.
so you get the instructions and so on and so forth here.
How are the clear parts?
Oh, yeah, mate, they're very good. Very good. So here's your instructions.
The best, Glenn, the best way to strip the chrome is get the easy off yellow can. All you do is spray it, soak it, and then within 15 minutes, it strips the chrome right off. You don't even have to
you see what he's saying there, Ed? In there, he said the chrome parts are actual automotive chrome. Is there any truth? Is that true?
Yeah, it'll strip.
Oh, it will. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Easy off yellow can, and it'll strip it.
So there, yeah, there's your decals and all that sort of stuff. Your build process. All right, then you got your decals here.
Who makes their decals? Do they do them themselves?
The artwork's all done by Clay Kemp.
You're welcome, Glenn.
And I don't know, I can't remember who prints them. I had been watching the weekly updates, but I've forgotten.
Okay.
And then so you get this little thing about the Builders Club.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice.
And your benefits of joining it?
No. It used to be the only way you could get those kits was through the club, and that was it.
So, Paul, when you said they use the same chassis and then so that all the cars have the same, so that changes year to year as the NASCARs change, the chassis change and follow the year. Okay.
So I'm doing I think it's the 2023 Camaro.
Okay.
But in the kit, it's the same chassis, but there's different air boxes and intakes that you've got to put in for the Toyota bodied cars, the Ford bodied cars.
Okay.
The engine's just a generic representation of the V8s they use, so it's not like it's a Ford motor or a GM motor.
Oh.
Or a Toyota motor.
Yeah, that too.
So that's that there. Hang on, let me try and see. This is the worst part about it.
Looks like it's a pretty decent kit.
Yeah, it is.
Now, do they make a variety of generations of NASCAR? I mean, do they go back to the 60s and 70s too?
Yep. So that's a 90. That's an 86.
Right. Yeah. You got the 96. You got the 92. Is the other car?
Yeah, I'm just looking on the website now. They're back like early 70s onwards.
Okay, that's fair enough because those are the ones that I find the most attractive. The early 70s in NASCAR. That's the era I grew up in.
When they used to dip the bodies in acid to make them lighter.
Yeah.
No, when the Superbird ruled the roost, and then Ford and Chevy wanted the 426 and the Superbird eliminated, and they got it.
Yeah, it worked.
Oh, that kicked ass for a couple of years. That car was unbeatable.
Oh yeah.
And that was before, and that was before the era of the restrictor plate, right? They didn't. When did they start adding restrictor plates into the cars?
Late 80s.
Okay, yeah.
I believe
they were flying off the track. They were doing like 200, 220 miles an hour or something like that. What was their speed?
I think it was more to keep the pack closer together. It was more for viewers because Richard Petty was very outspoken about restrictor plates being dangerous because the car, it equalized the cars too much and kept them too close together. You know, if you got a fast car, you should be able to get out and run and get away from everybody. And I believe that's why he stepped away from racing when he did, or at least that's what he said, or that's what I've seen on the internet, is that he wasn't a fan of the restrictor plate.
Okay.
So,
that's an interesting
and now
thing. I mean,
so here's the kit I've got. You might recognize it, Junior.
Oh, Jason, Glenn's got another question for you.
Wes, that's the same kit you got.
Yeah. Hang on. So we've got an 83. Hang on.
No, it's
okay. Yeah.
very cool.
We've got. I'm not bringing them all out.
Can't see it. There you go. Ooh, nice.
Racing. Interesting.
I got your email, Wayne. Thanks.
And then we've got.
Okay. Oh, 79 olds, 442. Okay. All right.
Oh, no, hang on. This one just came into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a monogram kit.
I know that, but it's senior, so it's all good. And I think I showed that one just before.
Right. Yeah, the 83. Yep. Okay.
But there's so many of them in that cupboard. But Wes, there you go, buddy.
Oh
yeah.
Same one.
That's the same kit he's got.
I paid. Well, I didn't pay. My dad paid it. It was $18 US for that one off a website called Hobby Link, which I mean, didn't seem like a bad deal. $18 for it.
But as you can see,
to me, that's nice.
If you look up in the corner there, that whole cupboard is pulled right up to the roof of NASCARs and stuff. So.
I don't know.
Glenn's got a question for you, Jason, on the last one. The last comment he sent. Yeah, there it is.
Yes, I'm making petty blue and petty red.
Awesome. Okay.
So this just maybe it might just be the guys from the U.S. on here. Does anybody actually watch NASCAR like religiously?
Me? No, I used to, not religiously, but my late brother, was a big gearhead, and he watched racing of all kinds, and he could even tell you the rules on some of these things I'd never even seen before. But he watched the big races. He watched Talladega, Daytona. The ones I like, and I would watch today, are the ones like Watkins Glen and Road America, where they go on the road courses. That's far more interesting to me. There is a big track up in Milwaukee called the Milwaukee Mile.
Nice.
That's a pretty big. I think that's another NASCAR circuit.
That is badass, man.
Oh,
that's
nice.
just waiting for a certain color to arrive.
Yeah, that would be petty blue, wouldn't it?
And red.
And red. So
now, is that the 16th scale kit, Paul?
Yes.
Okay. That's right. That's the MPC. Oh yeah. I had that at one time. I had an original issue of that MPC Petty Charger. It came with a clear body option. You could either leave it clear or you could paint it. And
that was a blue body.
Yeah, and it was. I wound up giving it to my best friend. It was my brother's car, and after he died, his best friend, who I knew, I had all this stuff from my brother. And I gave it all to his best friend. I said, if he would want anyone to have it, he'd want you to have it. So gladly gave it away because I was never going to build it. I'm just not an auto modeler.
But again, I'd like to thank you all for your patience. Like when I do custom colors, because you all know what it takes to do it. Like you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I really appreciate it because on top of making what I have to normally make, and then spending the time on the customs, it's just, and then having a little bit of time to do it.
If I may make a suggestion, with my the Italian plane I'm working on, I know there are other brands that make Italian World War II Regia Aeronautica colors. If perhaps maybe in the future sometime Outlaw could come out with a line of those, I would definitely be interested in acquiring them. I plan on making more Italian aircraft in the future. Anybody wants to see what a crazy airburst job looks like? Look up World War II Italian airplanes. You'll see some really crazy camouflage patterns.
Italian colors, I can get them and I can recreate them accurately.
Okay. Well, I look forward to it.
It's just like people have asked me for the whole German battleship range, the British warships, the American warships.
Well, isn't it all gray anyway?
No.
Bismarck has
different grays.
4 or 5 different grey colours on it.
Hey, Aussie Chucky, what are your plans for the model that you're building right now? Are you going to deck it out? Or are you going to do the figures or anything with it?
No. Which ones?
Your fall guy?
No, I don't know if there is any figures.
Oh, yeah, I can print them for you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was any.
Yeah, I can design them and print them for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know there was any.
If you get to that point where you want them, I got to do some stuff for Jason.
Oh, okay.
For the Supernatural. So when you get to that point, how far are you from Jason? Like,
let's just say he's closer to Wombat than he is Jason.
Well, if it comes down to the point, what I'll do is, if I get anything from Wombat, I can send them to Wombat, and then he can send them to you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Not a problem.
How many thousands of kilometers?
He wants me to look for an 80s Thunderbird, and I think I have one for the NASCAR.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Scott's down near the Victorian border somewhere.
Yeah, where are you, Scott?
Okay,
I'm in Geelong, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm originally from Adelaide.
We won't hold that against you.
I'd rather live in Adelaide than here.
You
you
can't get on every weekend, can you, mate?
No. The evening show's a little bit harder for me unless it's a public holiday on the Monday. And
well,
11
if you
o'clock.
could email me and let me know when you can, that'd be great. So I can just,
See, if the show was at 12 o'clock instead of 11 o'clock, I'd be fine.
That means the Americans have to wait up a little longer.
We're actually on the petty.
That's okay. That's all right. It's right now. It's Saturday for us, so we're good.
Yeah, right. Then we'll do it at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, for me it would be 9 p.m. For Jim, it would be 10.
Yeah.
And Wes, you're where? North Carolina?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's the same thing. They're on East Coast time, and
Yeah.
Ed is the same time as me. He's Central Time Zone, so
Right.
it would only be 1 hour later, and
Right.
yeah, we could do that. I mean, if you want, because you flip it every other week, where 1 week it's you guys starting at 6, and another time it's 11 a.m. If you go to 12, for me personally, I know it would work. It would.
Right.
How's that sound, Scott?
Yeah, that'll be fine with me.
Yeah.
Great to have you. Huzzah! Huzzah!
Huzzah!
I'm starting to say that in my sleep.
So I can't wait to share as in October when I'm with Jeff and the Prez, and when we're on the Sunday, I don't know where we'll be, but I'll take the phone and show you where we are in the Aussie bush, or whether I'm at a golf course, wherever we are, and
Oh, speaking of trips, next weekend I'm going up to Madison, Wisconsin for the IPMS Nationals, which is the big model meet for the United States. And this year it's held in Madison, Wisconsin, which is about a 3-hour trip for me from where I live. And me and my best friend Glenn, my best mate, we're going up there next Saturday for a 1-day appearance. And we'll be rubbing elbows with a lot of YouTube guys that are out there. And some of them will
are
have
you driving, or is Glenn driving?
And I am driving.
Mate, I'd take some sleeping pills there, Glenn. Get drowsy beforehand, buddy.
You guys are on the petty kick, man. I have got one of the rarest slot car petty cars.
Let's see. Which one you got? Oh, you need somebody to cut the glare down. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. What scale is that?
This is Carrera's. This is a 1/32, I think it is. This car they only made a certain few of them, and Bobby Labonte drove this one. This car alone is $175 for this car.
Wowie zowie! Holy moly! Yeah, there's a guy who's Jason introduced it to him called That Slot Car Guy.
Yeah,
he's always collecting Carrera stuff. I think they're right down there in Australia.
Yeah, I've got 3 Carrera rare ones, man, but that's the only one that's still in the case. But that one is like one of the rarest ones that they put Petty's number on that Bobby Labonte drove.
Okay. That looks like a mid '80s. Is what year is that, Ed?
This trying to remember what year this one came out in, man.
That car is I think that's like mid '90s or late '90s.
It's '90s. It's a Evolution Dodge Avenger, man. It's the car of tomorrow. So this wasn't even. This is the only one that they did that he raced. They didn't make any more. That was.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Wow. Very cool. Very nice.
These are more things that I got to list in the hobby shop. Like I said, man, the future of Bob's Hobby Shop, I'm getting more and more and more. Like I said, Jason made me open my eyes to start doing and getting my shit rolling to where it's gonna be.
I got another question for everybody, and maybe even the people watching. Do any of you guys watch Formula One, or even keep up with it? You do?
Jason does.
Okay.
I used to, and back in the day when Michael Schumacher was ruling the roost, my brother was a big F1 fan.
Yeah, his son actually was racing not that long ago, and he didn't do too good.
Ralph Schumacher.
No, Ralph was his brother. Mick was the son.
Mick's his son, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. I mean, to me, F1 has become very, very sponsor dominated to the point where you're kind of having predetermined races.
Well, hang on, back again. Oh, pause. Let's see that romantic moment.
You're live in Australia.
Yeah, she found out you guys could see her and she took off.
Yeah.
Who's red? Look at the color of your face, dude.
Hey, she keeps me honest, that's for sure.
But anyway, getting back to what you were saying, Wes. Yeah, it's a bit commercialized now for me. I really don't watch it all that much anymore.
No. Hey, there we go, Bilge.
Wow, nice.
Planking frame I ever built.
That's so cool.
And I actually custom fab or bloody scratch built helm controls and all that inside it. And
how long did the rigging take you?
Besides the cobwebs, probably about maybe a week.
Okay, that's so cool.
Unfortunately, I named it after my ex, so it will be staying with the house when I move.
Donahue.
Okay.
Is that your Donahue?
Yeah. I got one.
May I suggest a renaming of a build? You can call it Ball and Chain.
Right.
No,
Never
it's bad luck to rename a vessel.
Never, ever rename it.
So I've got one that'll make Jason totally jealous, man. This truck is just from the 1997 Super Truck Series. Jay Sauter did it, and they actually allowed him to use Dale Earnhardt's patterns.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Earnhardt didn't drive that himself? That was somebody else?
Jay Sauter drove it. He won the truck series in this first year he drove it. But yeah, Dale Earnhardt let him use his numbers, all his markings, and everything on this truck. This truck is rare.
And BS for build, not BS for build. Cletus McFarland has that truck.
Huh?
Cletus McFarland has that truck.
Who? What?
On YouTube, a guy called Cletus McFarland has that truck.
Really? He bought it?
Factory. Yep.
Oh shit.
He drove it on the expressway.
Yep.
That truck is rare. They didn't print that many of them, man. But yeah, I was pretty when I found that. It's a die cast, man, but it's so rare. You know, I was like, holy shit, man. I showed Jason it, man, and he was like, oh, you know, I thought it was cool though. You know, I've never seen. I didn't think they could use another driver's numbers, man. Even though this is Truck Circus and Dale Earnhardt approved his numbers to be on this truck and all his markings and everything, man.
And just another fact on that, it actually took 7 months for all the bullshit Teresa Earnhardt. They had to fight her to be able to use it even when Dale was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a sad story, man.
The Witch of Pit Lane. The Wicked
Yeah.
Witch of Pit Lane. So, guys, we're heading into 2 and a bit hours now. We'll start at 12 o'clock in a fortnight's time. That way Scotty can join us. So that's all cool with everybody else. That's awesome. We'll get Mark back on here again.
Yeah, you got to email me, Mark.
The Artesania, Man Nostrum.
Hey, what's the name, Bilge?
Her name is Kaya.
No,
Kaya.
not the dog. The boat, you bullhead.
The boat?
No, I was talking about the dog. I love dogs, man.
Dog is wonderful. What a cute what a cute
What a ham.
What's the name of it?
Sable.
Sable.
Is it an
Well,
Artesania?
hello, Sable.
That's the name of my cat, man.
Yeah, Sable,
Go get your dog, Dad.
you're live in America. Sable's made it to the big time.
My dog's not photogenic.
Mark, before we go, Mark, man, you gotta give me your email and stuff, man. Go on my website and give me your email, and then I'll get you the designs and stuff for the figures for the Fall Guy.
Scott.
Oh,
said Mark.
I wasn't listening.
I'm thinking Mark is the buyer. Scott, yeah. When you get ready, man, just email me on the website, and then I can talk with you too. I got some stuff I got to work out with Wayne. So.
Oh, okay.
Bilge, is it Jeff's asking, was that the Artesania Man Nostrum?
Yes. Yes.
There you go. Finally.
Nice.
Righto, guys. I'm going to love yous and leave yous all. Thank you all. Don't run away after we press end stream. Thank you to everybody that's joined us today. May you have a great weekend, what's left of it. And to you guys in the States, have a great Sunday. Next week, 6 o'clock, we're all here again. Invite your friends, let everybody know, tell them to come in, join the chat. And is 6 o'clock good for you next week, Scotty?
No, that's the worst time.
Okay, well, we won't see you next weekend. But
we'll see him the week after.
Yeah. To everybody, have a great weekend. Stay safe. Take care of everybody you love. And we'll all catch you later.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
See you guys.
Have a good one, guys.